Are you so dumb you can't even be curious?
We know about you, only what you have told us.
I've got to know who he is, what he's doing here. Tell Luna to go and talk to him.
If he don't want to be alone, he will come over and talk to Luna.
I've got to know.
Why don't you talk to him?
No, I can't do that.
Maria Cristina Estela Marcela Jurado Garcia, known from early childhood as Katy, born in Guadalajara, Mexico, professionally known as Katy Jurado, was an actress. Jurado began her acting career in Mexico during the golden age of Mexican cinema. In 1951, recruited by American filmmakers in Mexico, beginning her Hollywood career during the golden age of Hollywood, acting in Western films of the 1950s and 60s. Known for playing a variety of characters, she helped pave the way for Mexican actresses in America, the first Latin American actress nominated for an Oscar, as Best Supporting Actress for Broken Lance, 1954, the first to win a Golden Globe Award for her role in High Noon, 1952. Katy Jurado, the first Latin American actress nominated for an Oscar. If you like this video, take a look at my channel for many more. The link is in the description. Please forgive any mispronunciations of names. I'll do my best. As a teenager, she was asked to work as an actress by producers and filmmakers, among them Emilio Fernandez, offering her a role in his first movie, The Isle of Passion, 1941. Her godfather was a Mexican actor, Pedro Armendariz. Her parents didn't give their consent. Another filmmaker interested in her was Mauricio de la Serna, who offered her a role in the film No Mataras, 1943. Signing the contract without permission from her parents. When they found out, they threatened to send her to a boarding school in Monterrey. About this time, she met the aspiring actor Victor Velasquez, marrying him soon afterward. The marriage was largely motivated by the desire to continue a career as an actress and to escape the control of her parents. Velasquez was the father of her children, Victor Hugo and Sandra. They divorced in 1943, not long after Jurado began her film career. No Madras was the first in a series of Mexican films in which Jurado exploited her exotic beauty, specializing in playing wicked and seductive women. Jurado said, "I knew that my body was provocative, but also that I was not beautiful, although yes, I admit, my physique was different and very sensual." Appearing in 16 more films over the next 7 years in what film historians name the golden age of Mexican cinema, acting with Mexican film stars such as Pedro Infante, Sara Montiel, Pedro Armendariz, and others. In 1953, she starred in Luis Buñuel's film El Bruto, for which she received an Ariel Award for Best Supporting Actress, the Mexican equivalent to an Academy Award. As well as acting, Jurado worked as a movie columnist, radio reporter, and bullfight critic. While on assignment, filmmaker Bud Bodicher and John Wayne spotted her at a bullfight, not knowing she was an actress. Bodicher, who was also a professional bullfighter, cast Jurado in his 1951 film Bullfighter and the Lady, opposite Gilbert Roland, as the wife of an aging matador. With only rudimentary English language skills, she memorized and delivered her lines phonetically. Despite this handicap, her performance received the attention of Hollywood producer Stanley Kramer, casting her in the western High Noon, 1952, alongside Gary Cooper and Grace Kelly. Jurado learned to speak English for this role, taking classes 2 hours a day for 2 months. She played saloon owner Helen Ramirez, former love of reluctant hero Cooper's Will Kane, winning a Golden Globe Award for Best Supporting Actress, gaining notice in the American movie industry. She had a role in Arrowhead, 1953, with Charlton Heston and Jack Palance, playing an evil Comanche woman, the love interest of Heston's character. The next year, in 1954, Jurado was chosen to play Spencer Tracy's Comanche wife in the film Broken Lance, directed by Edward Dmytryk. The role was intended for Dolores Del Rio, but the US government, accusing Del Rio of being a communist sympathizer at the height of the McCarthy era, refused permission for her to work in the United States. Jurado was selected for the role despite the resistance of the studio because of her youth. After viewing footage of her scenes, studio executives were impressed. Her performance garnered an Academy Award nomination. Jurado was the first Latin American actress to compete for the Oscar. In the same year, Jurado appeared with Kirk Douglas in the Henry Hathaway film The Races. In 1951, Jurado filmed Trial, directed by Mark Robson, with Glenn Ford. It was a drama about a Mexican boy accused of raping a white girl, with Jurado playing the mother of the accused. For this role, she was nominated for the Golden Globe Award for Best Supporting Actress. In the same year, she travelled to Italy for the filming of Trapeze, directed by Carol Reed, with Burt Lancaster and Tony Curtis. As Jurado's Hollywood career continued, she specialised more in Western films. She participated in Man from Del Rio, 1956, opposite Anthony Quinn, and Dragoon Wells Massacre, 1957, with Barry Sullivan. In 1958, she acted in The Badlanders with Alan Ladd and Ernest Borgnine, with whom Jurado was in a relationship. In 1959, Marlon Brando, with whom Jurado maintained a close friendship, invited her to participate in One-Eyed Jacks, his first film as director. After marrying Borgnine, they founded their own production company called Sanvino Corp. The couple travelled to Italy, where they partnered with the producer Dino De Laurentiis in Barabbas, where both acted with Anthony Quinn, and I Bracati Italiani, directed by Mario Camerini. Her stormy marriage with Borgnine ended in 1963. Depressed, Jurado returned to Mexico. In 1966, she played the mother of George Maharis's character in A Covenant with Death. In 1968, she appeared in the film Stay Away Joe, in the role of the half-Apache stepmother of Elvis Presley's character. Katy continued her remarkable career working between Mexico and the US until the end of her life. Toward the end of her life, Jurado suffered from heart and lung ailments. She died of kidney failure and pulmonary disease on the 5th of July 2002 at the age of 78, at her home in Mexico, where she is buried.
For Grace Kelly was her first big break, and for me was my first American picture making here in Hollywood. I was 2 years older than she was. I have 7 years making pictures in Mexico. There was something so different between Grace and I. We could not really explain, that we could not be very close, but I could see a girl with a lot of dignity and a lot of character, because she wants to be somebody in movies. And she worked very hard in that picture. She looked weak, very tiny, but she was a very strong person. I believe that she was one of the strongest movie stars I worked with. She knew what she wants, and she did it.
Interesting facts about famous people.